That was Thanksgiving Day. You didn't get, wait, stop. You didn't get locked up to December 9th.
No, I didn't get,
you got locked up December 9th.
I gotta ask first, what does your mom mean when she says you try to break into the house?
Yeah, she called the cops on me or whatever.
How many times did she call the cops on you?
Way too many times.
And it's all for trying to come into the house after curfew?
Yeah, well, most of the time, but sometimes I don't, like.
Okay. All right, how old are you, 18?
Yes.
So did she let you back in?
No.
She didn't let you back in?
No, and that's when I tried to break in, and I was banging on the window, and it was just like, I don't know, I couldn't get back in, and so she called the cops, and I ran from them, and then I hid, and then she was on the phone with me while the cops was at the house, and she was telling me to come back and come grab my stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not coming back, because I'm thinking, like, it's a setup, like, she gonna try to get me locked up, you know, so I'm like, no, I'm not coming back.
So you think your mother would actually try to set you up to, like, get you locked up when she, because it sounds like she was saying to come back.
If she calls the cops on me, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, you know.
So where did you end up staying that night?
Outside.
Outside, okay. So was this the first time she kicked you out?
No.
Okay, how many times have you been kicked out before?
Multiple times.
And where would you go?
I don't be having nowhere to go for it, so like I would just try to find my way around, you know, text my friends.
And so let me just make sure, because you know, like, I'm gonna hear your mother's side of the story as well. So is this just for missing curfew, or there's other behaviors?
There's other behaviors, disrespect, not listening, but.
Okay. Disrespect. Now, because I want to hear from your own mouth. What do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think your mother did
And
it?
I can take accountability of my actions and mistakes for myself, you know?
You smoke weed?
Yeah.
Does your mother agree with that?
No.
Okay then. Okay. And what time is curfew?
12.
12 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
When you would get kicked out of the house, you would still go to school?
Not all the time. I would miss school most of the time because I had to worry about where I'm gonna shower, where I'm gonna sleep, you know, stuff like that. And I didn't really have clothes.
Yeah, so
it was embarrassing to the point where I just stopped going to school.
Are you in school now?
No, I'm currently trying to get back in.
Okay. I heard you got into an argument last night with your mother. What happened?
So basically, I went to the liquor store. I grabbed something to drink.
Were you grabbing liquor? Or
yes.
just like you grabbed like some liquor? Okay.
And so she got upset because they didn't ID me or whatever. Like, she literally left out the store. She left me. We is in a whole different state. Why are you leaving? Why would you leave me? Like, that's not right at all.
You think your mother likes you?
No.
You think your mother loves you? When was the last time you heard your mother say, I love you?
Probably like before I turned a teenager.
Well, I want to hear what your mother, Nina, has to say about the situation. So everyone, please welcome Nina to the show so we can hear her side of the story. Hi, Nina. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how do you feel about just what was just said?
She lying.
She lying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lying about what?
Damn near everything.
Tell me.
You try to act like a little angel when you're really a little witch. Well, I want to call you a bitch, but, you know.
So you think she's a witch?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you worried about her whereabouts when she goes out?
No, I don't, because she doesn't care that I care.
But you are overprotective. I don't understand. You were a teen once too, so why?
But I was nothing like you, though.
Okay, but I'm my own person. I'm my own person. Though.
Okay, and I understand you're your own person.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like you just because you weren't like that.
And I'm not saying, okay, and I'm not saying that you got to be like me.
When you were younger, I don't have to be like that. I'm my own person.
I understand your own person. I'm not saying that you have to be anything like me. We're two different people. Yes, that's true. But the thing that I want is respect from you. Okay, I need you to open up more.
So you don't feel like she lets you into what's going on in her life?
She doesn't, and I don't understand why. She knows that I'm very understanding. I don't snap to just have an attitude just to have it, you know, but it's just like, I don't know what's wrong
But why would I tell you anything if you don't like me? You always tell me you don't like me, that you hate me and a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't like her because she's nothing like I said, we are our own person.
What happened last night from your point of view?
Well, man, okay, so, you know, we're visiting here, you know. She want to sit up here and, you know, roam around or whatever. So we decided to go to a store, you know. So we asked a couple gentlemen, well, she asked a couple gentlemen, you know, where's the store at? So they lead us there, you know. It's 2 different stores. They're not too far from each other, you know. She wants some alcohol. I'm like, I'm not doing that, you know. So she's just standing there like she's looking for me to get it. I'm like, no. So I walk. I'm going to move around. I go to another store, you know, and then she come back with a bottle. How dare they have the audacity to even sell to her? She's only 18. She's a minor.
But once again, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like,
It do matter. It does matter. I know you're not grown, but you're not 21, though.
Yeah, okay, but still, it don't matter.
It does matter.
I can, if I want to drink.
Did that turn into an altercation?
It did.
What was the altercation?
It did. She got upset because I left, you know. I'm the type, I'm not going to stay around, you know.
So my producer tell me that they printed something here that they want me to read that's about y'all altercation last night. Bro, where you at? You doing too much? How you mad because I brought liquor with my money and you was air TV drinking? And then, Mom, you said, bitch, don't text me. And then you said, bro, Ian doing to you, you left me, what the I came out here to the store and you nowhere to be found. Yes, you walked back to the room. What else am I to do? Okay. So why do you say to your daughter, bitch?
Because for one, she is, and y'all ain't in my household to even know how she is, okay? For two, she have no right to even be trying to purchase alcohol.
I hear you.
You know, it's attitude this, attitude that, disrespect this, disrespect that towards me when she don't get her way, you know? And I can't stand that.
Okay. So what? So let me go back to the house stuff. So why not let her back in the house?
She dressed too sleazy for me. She's disrespectful.
That is jealousy.
That's not jealousy.
That is jealousy.
That's not jealousy.
Why can't I be comfortable wearing my own clothes?
Okay, but that's not jealousy. You came from me though. You came from me though. That's not jealousy, honey. That's not jealousy, honey. You came from me. How am I to be jealous?
Exactly. So why can't you uplift me? Why can't you tell me that I look pretty if I want to wear what I want to wear?
A woman should be covered, not dressing, revealing, or sleazy. We should cover ourselves.
Really?
Really?
Bitch,
You
this, bitch that. I don't call you a bitch. Don't
you
say
have,
that.
you have.
You say she's not old enough to drink, but you think she's old enough to sleep out on the streets?
So now I'm okay. Look. So now I'm gonna say this, Karamo.
I know. I'm listening.
She is very disrespectful. Okay.
I heard.
So with me not being that way, that's hard for me to take in. Okay. So I'd rather, give her the boot. She can go. Sometimes she leaves willingly. Sometimes she leaves willingly. She don't even care, you know? So it's like, okay, go before something escalates to something dangerous,
I can tell your upbringing influences the way you choose to parent, because in your house, it was a strict household. You did certain things, and you had to follow those rules. And so you feel like because she doesn't do that the same way you were raised, it's disrespecting those things.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, I expect respect.
So what are you hoping for today?
Just for her to, you know, respect me more, open up more. I need her to open up to me more. She doesn't open up to me enough.
But
you
don't
want her to
like
let you
me.
in.
Why would I open up to someone who doesn't like me?
You're right, I don't like you. I love you, okay, but I can't stand you.
But at the same time, I don't feel the love. I don't feel the love.
You don't feel the love, why? Because you don't be around to feel the love. You're not a family-oriented person. You rather rip and run the streets, okay? Be around doing this, doing that, selling this, selling that.
No. Selling what?
You know what? Drugs.
Okay, Mom. This is the thing right here, Mom. Here we go. Okay, and this is real, and I'm going to use your own thing. You want your daughter to let you in, but you keep kicking her out. And that's point blank. Hold on, let me hear me out. Because, you know, I stayed silent, I listened to everything you said. And I agree. Your child has been disrespectful to you. So let me just say right then and there, I don't even want that to be a question. She came out here and the first thing she said, yes, I've been disrespectful. Yes, I don't listen. And yes, I have missed curfew. She admitted to all of that. So everything you said, she's admitted to, she knows. But on this stage as well, while she's admitted to that, you have told her that she is a witch, that she is sleazy, that these are your words, she's nonsense, I don't like her, I don't care about her whereabouts, she's not family oriented, I can't stand you. When I asked you about her sleeping on the streets, you totally went right by that. You said to something else, She just turned 18 a couple of days ago.
She
me out.
too.
Hold on, hear me out now. Because y'all know that my career was based in child protective services. And at the end of the day, this is a child. And
That you put here.
Okay, but you don't
That
act like
you
child
put
behavior,
here.
though. If
That
you're going to
you
sit up here
put
and
here.
act grown, then go out there and be grown then.
That's
Okay?
That's not
See,
how
that-
life
so
works.
let me tell you real
That's
quick.
not
Hold on, hear me
how it
out.
works.
'cause you
That's the
know.
type of train of thought that is breaking our families apart. Just because you acting grown, you go be grown. She's not grown. She is a child that was sleeping on the streets, that felt too dirty to go to school. And if your daughter ended up dead and the police came to your door, they're not going to say, we found this adult woman. They're going to say, we found your child dead in the streets. Let that sink in for a second. Do you want to meet her halfway and start to correct this behavior of how you're talking to her? Allow her a chance to be a child, believe that she could be a child that can grow, model the proper behavior. Can you do that?
Of course, yeah.
Tell her.
I'm willing to compromise and work through things if you're willing. You know, if you can't and you won't, then it's no need for us to be around each other. And you know. And you know that because you know how you are and you know how I am.
So I've opened the door for you to mend this relationship, and I've asked you a couple of times to walk through it. And unfortunately, I see it's going to take you some more time to walk through this. What I want to offer to you right now is if you really want support in getting back into school and figuring out how to do these things, we're going to figure out how to help you get back there. And Mom, I ask you to watch this back and listen to what I'm saying and then watch your own actions, okay? Because your daughter took a step on this stage and you did not. These people are telling you, okay? I know you're frustrated, but you can't be this many strangers who don't know your life lying to you. We have tried to help you to see what could help you mend your family. Watch this back. But in the meantime, while you're figuring that out, we got your daughter, all right? All right, stay with us, Fred. We'll be right back with more. So your boyfriend Jay left you during your pregnancy?
Yes.
Tell me, what was going on?
So we were going through some financial troubles, and I felt like I was being the breadwinner, and I ain't like that because I just feel like a city girl. So I feel like I should be taken care of, and I just didn't feel like I was being taken care of. So I did try to break up with him.
Okay.
And
This is how, in the beginning, that you tried to break up with him?
yeah.
This is
and
like a month in, 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first found out I was pregnant in the same week.
Got it.
So then I was like, oh, well, you can come back, I guess, because I'm diabetic and I'm high risk, and I already know how this is gonna go. I'm not gonna be able to work. I have a daughter already with someone else, so I already knew that he needed to, be there. But he didn't come back. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's his sister, because it's always his sister. And he told no, it wasn't his sister. So then as time went on, it was like around the fair season, like September. He had a girlfriend, and it was the same girl that he was with before he got with me. So you already know what's in the back of my head, and I'm 2 months pregnant. I feel like it's get back. Also because, I just tried to break up with him, and I didn't know I was pregnant. So,
Yeah.
he probably wanted to, like, show his muscles.
Yeah.
And then also I feel like it was because, like, I'm pregnant and he want to hurt me.
Got it.
So as time went on, I'm like, okay, I don't know what I want to do as far as, my pregnancy. I don't have anybody. I grew up in foster care, so I didn't really know what type of help I was going to get because I just went through this with my daughter and her father. So as time went on, I'm calling him about doctor's appointments. Like I said, I'm high risk, so I found out the gender early. I found out, I had like this antibody M, all this other stuff where they were going to need the father's genetics to make sure that my baby would be healthy. And when I called, I was blocked. So I called his sister. And me and my friend was in my living room, and I'll never forget this. When you're pregnant, sometimes you just remember, like, the smells, the taste, the sounds of everything. I can remember every detail.
Yes.
She said on that phone on speaker that the baby was not his. She knows that the baby is not his. He said that the baby is not his, and I needed to go figure out what I'm going to do but stop calling her.
So there was like no, let's just at least have a conversation, because this is what you're calling about now. I get in the beginning you were calling about, like, you come back after we've already broke up, but now this is for the genetic health of your child. This is for the health of your baby.
Right.
And even if it might not be his baby, as so he was saying, like,
Right.
still, you wouldn't want to support a woman that you were just with just to make sure her baby is healthy?
Yes.
That's hard. I mean, I know there's two sides to every story, so I can't wait to
Right.
hear his side. But it still doesn't explain why you were arrested just weeks after giving birth.
So during the pregnancy, I was hurt. I had bipolar depression disorder, PTSD, ADHD, and oppositional defiance disorder. So, you know, that with a lot of trauma and the different types of trauma, I've been in therapy for 12 years. I wanted to hear him out because 50-50, you supposed to, you know, work stuff out in a relationship. But all that went out the window when I was pregnant and you taking this girl to the fair. You buy me turkey legs. You don't buy nobody else no turkey legs at no fair. So I did not like that. So I went, he called me out the blue. Mind you, that's a lot because I ain't heard from you because I'm pregnant. I'm on the side of the road. I can't change a tire. Can you please help me? I have AAA. I will always have insurance. You know, I made sure he was straight, but my car note due is next week. I'm not working because I'm high risk. You're going to have to pay me my money back.
He didn't pay the money.
I didn't get my money back. So what happens when you don't pay your car note?
They repo your car.
Oh.
And so they repo your car.
I repoed his tires.
Oh.
So yeah. And I repoed them every single time I saw them tires.
Oh, I'm not tripping. Air only leak like that when somebody slash your tires, bro. Like, what?
I'm gonna keep doing it. Well, never mind. In my head, I was gonna keep doing it. So they eventually,
And so that's why, after you gave birth.
nope. So
That
I kept
one
slashing
there?
the tires. They gave me 50B while I was pregnant for the rest of the pregnancy.
Okay.
So they dropped the 50B because he said he didn't want nothing to do with me and the baby.
So, okay. But how does he stop you from getting your baby? And also, how do you end up in jail? I'm still confused.
I'm almost there.
Okay,
I'm
like.
He stopped me from getting the baby because I let him sign the birth certificate.
Okay.
So I called the police. I didn't know that at the time, but you know, I'm at the house like, get my baby back. We're arguing back and forth. I didn't mean to, but now I don't have no regrets. But I was trying to reverse my car, but we were arguing, so I wasn't paying attention, and it was in drive. So I ran my car from his car into their house. And as that was happening, now the police was coming down the street. So they saw it with their own two eyes, and plus,
Hold on, my producer told me this was actually caught on tape. I want to see what happened.
Because I'm going to jail. I'm not playing. I am going to jail. I am. I swear to God.
See if you do it again.
No, I am. I said
the first
to jail. I don't care.
The first time it was...
You reversed and went back.
I don't have no regrets. It's about my kids.
You gave me my son.
Swear to God, I hit my car coming up first.
And I did. I already called the police. I don't.
They made me mad. They got that reaction out of me. Because I didn't mean to the first time. He's like, oh, you gonna hit my car? I was like, oh, I'm gonna show you a hit. Because the first one wasn't really a hit enough. It wasn't hit enough. So since if I'm going to jail, my mom always said, if you're gonna be a monkey, be a gorilla. So I chose to be a gorilla.
Good, that was not good advice your mama gave you. Let me just let you know that right now, okay? That was not, okay? If you act like a monkey, you remember you're a human being that who can monitor their emotions and like calm themselves down.
I also just feel like
you had the rage in you.
Yeah.
I got it.
And it's just, even right now, I'm irritated and I'm angry about it because it's about my baby.
But you was also destroying your own stuff, right?
It was already hit. It was already hit, not gonna lie. So it was also already hit multiple times.
I get it. They didn't give you back your baby, so you were upset. You're in a heightened state. You're postpartum. Listen, as much as I can joke about it, I understand the mental state you could be in.
Right.
I get that. Especially also telling me with the bipolar, the oppositional defiance disorder, I get these things.
Yeah.
There are not excuses, but I can understand the mindset you could be in. Do you two still live together now? You still live together?
We are
Okay.
together.
That was a lot.
There was.
It was a lot.
So why did you leave Naomi during her pregnancy?
Honestly, I don't feel like I left. I felt like I was forced away.
Okay.
Degraded, humiliated, all that. And once it hit the net, that was the straw, the final straw, honestly.
What was it, the final straw?
Hitting the net, our business hitting the net.
Oh, yeah, okay. When you put it on the
Your
on the internet.
sister put it out there.
No,
Were you the one that called the police on Naomi?
no.
Who was the one that called the
She
police?
called the police on herself.
You called the police on yourself. Okay, then.
Because I wanted the baby back, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I just
Yeah,
wanted clarification
yeah,
just to
yeah.
see if maybe he had called the police before you had called
He
it. I
probably
heard you in the video saying I called him. I heard it. As you were reversing.
He the police, though.
To
He
go
is the
back.
police.
What was the first time that this happened?
That was the first time I ever heard hitting
Okay,
my
then.
car or anything, yeah. But it's happened multiple times.
Got it.
So,
we have a video that we have a video of this. I want to take a look at.
Man,
She done ran up on me and hit my car, dog.
Hold on. I asked you, girl, if you hit the car again. You said no. This is a different car.
I hit it again? Oh, yeah. I know. That's why I made that little face. I did do that. I did do that.
She done ran up on me and hit my car, dog.
Well, Jay, I think it's time to unlock your phone first. We went through text message, DM, GPS. You want to know if Jay was still communicating with his ex. That was one of your main concerns. And he says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched his text and found that he is not telling the truth. There was one suspicious text message that we thought we'd find. It said, what happened with you? Naomi messed that up. Oh my gosh. What you doing? Because this is with you and your friend expressing the fact that you was talking to your ex, right? Yeah. So Naomi, it's time to unlock your phone, all right?
Tear it up.
All right. We went through your phone, your DMs, your GPS. Jay, you want to know if Naomi was still communicating with the man she had an affair with over the summer. Naomi said she was not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched her phone, and she is not telling the truth.
Yes, I am.
She has his contact saved under an alias. It's this sleeping emoji with the word trash. Oh, you thought we weren't gonna find that?
Oh.
Okay,
I
yes.
haven't been talking to him.
Well, yes, you have, because we found 126 deleted interactions between them as of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, if you're not communicating with him, why switch his name in your phone to emoji and trash?
Too.
And then secondly, why delete the messages and the interactions that you've been doing since September?
Okay, so because when it came out in September. When everything came out, it did come out in September.
Okay.
I miscarried in September. So when everything happened, it happened in September. So since September,
So is this the guy that you were not sure if he could, either one of them could be the father?
Yeah, so it's been since then.
Got it, okay.
So yeah, that's true.
Well, Jay wants to know if Naomi was communicating with other men via social media. Naomi said she was not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her DMs and found she is not telling the truth. Found DMs between Naomi and another man starting in July through December. Can I see this?
Ooh.
You know what we're talking about?
No.
You said we messy? I am. I'm actually, you know, I ain't the messy one. Y'all the messy one. I'm just delivering information. Okay, so this is for you to look at. This is a message between her and a good gentleman by the name of. Oh, you know who is?
I heard of it.
Okay. And you know the messages that we got there. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, listen, let's keep on going. What are your thoughts about the message you're looking at? You processing.
Processing.
I understand. All right, well, Jay, you also want to know if Naomi was cheating when she should have been at her friend's house. She said she was not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched her GPS and found that in this case, she was telling the truth. The woman you're with is telling you she doesn't want to be with you. Do you want to be with this man?
Not really.
Tell him.
I really don't.
Okay.
But we do have a great family dynamic, and we just want to be able to have the kids and the.
So what she's telling you right now is that she wants to co-parent with you, but she does not want to be with you. And my question for you is then, why can't that resonate with you?
Because I'm confused. Because when I actually did leave her alone and moved on, that was a problem then. She would pop up, threaten the girl, try to fight the girl, all this, but you don't want to be with me. So what's the problem when I move on?
So I'm going to ask you, why would that be okay behavior for you to want to stay in?
What behavior?
The behavior of the woman you're with telling you she doesn't want to be with you, but then acting
Because
jealous when she's around another girl. Why are you attracted to that behavior?
I'm not
because what I'm
attracted.
just trying to do for you right now, brother, because this relationship is already over. We already know it. Since you crashed car one, we already knew it was over. I'm gonna get to you work and the self-work you gotta do, but I think you're fully aware of it. We gotta get back to you right now, because the thing for me is that everyone else is clear on what this relationship is, and you are not. You are still in a space where you're hoping and wishing for what could be good instead of looking at what it is.
No, this is where I'm coming from.
You can defend this all you want.
No.
I'm
not trying to defend it, sir. I said this. I was like, the past that we've had, I've been trying to show you that no matter what, I'll be here for you, with you, because I'm in love with you. Yeah. But the mood swings and stuff, it gets old and stuff, and then feelings change, demeanors change, you don't talk, you start to put yourself in the shell. That's where the problems come. Yeah, other than that.
So unfortunately, the problems don't just come from there. The problems come from you not accepting that this is an unhealthy relationship. And you understanding as a young man that you should never be in a situation where you feel as if you have to be with someone who's going to make you feel wanted one day and not wanted the next. The first time someone hits your car, the first time someone tells you they don't want you, the first time someone says anything, it's your sign to say, I'm worth more and I deserve more. And this is a conversation we consistently have with women, but I'm telling you as a young man, you deserve that as well. You deserve a family unit. You deserve what you want. I know earlier you said you don't really want that or whatever, but you actually do. You're attracted to a man who wants those family values, and part of your trigger and your trauma is that you were told and left alone, you were abandoned, you weren't given the love that you desire, and so you're finding it in him, but it's also with the wrong person. And so it's then triggering you in the behaviors that are most negative in you, because you have an internal battle in you. You're saying, look, I got the family unit that the little girl in me wanted, but the adult woman in me knows that this ain't the man I need to be doing this with.
Yes, and that's why I reached out, because I know that you can probably help me with that.
Yes.
It's just, I know how I am with my feelings, and I base every action off my feelings. And I just feel like I tell this to everybody, like, my feelings would never, ever again be invalidated by anybody because they were always invalidated. But now when I turned 18 and I walked out of that group home, anything that I feel I'm going to do based off of what I want to do. And if you're not in that, then you're just not in it. Or if I feel like you switched up one time, you're going to forever.
I get that.
And I'm going to try to get revenge, and I don't like that, and I hate that about myself.
I understand why this behavior was continuing. And it's not just about the oppositional defiance, or it's not about the bipolar diagnosis. It's about you feeling as if the love that I deserved as a little girl I didn't get. And every time someone hurt me, I will never not be able to protect myself now as an adult. And so you're going to protect yourself by any means necessary. You do one thing, I'm going to show you you can't do that to me anymore. I'm going to show you that I'm not the one. But the problem is that you're a mother now. And so the family unit you didn't have as a child, you do have now. And you're the matriarch of it. And so you have to understand that those decisions are going to start affecting your children even more.
Because now I spent 30 days away from them that I can never get back. So it's awful. And I blame him and his family for that, and that's why I have the hatred that I have, because if it had not went that far, which I put myself in it, I will always say that was my fault, but I just don't believe that if they would have just accepted the pregnancy and they would have accepted my son the first time and we didn't have to go to court, I feel like none of this would have ever happened, because we were all close before that happened. Can I tell you something?
But what you really should have done in that moment was accept the fact that it doesn't matter what other people say or do to you, because you're in control of this now. See, that's the work you have to do. When you have the history and the past that you have, the work you have to do is realizing that nobody's words or nobody's actions can actually affect you anymore like they did when you were a little girl. So what I would encourage you to do from here on out is for you to realize that you deserve more in a relationship and you should never go back and forth with this, okay? You can be a good co-parent. I believe it, and y'all can do that together. Because what I need you to do is focus on your children and focus on the family you're building now and focus on healthier decisions, and things will work out, all right? I really wish y'all the best of luck. I really sincerely do. God honor. So, Deja, tell me about this big fight that you had with your twin sister, Tasia.
So we were living together. We had an apartment together. She moved out. She was in Chicago. I was in Champaign. She came out there to sign papers so we could break the lease, because we said we was done. We didn't want nothing tied to each other because we was just done. We wanted to move. But she came out there with other intentions. She brought two of my little cousins. And I'm like, why she bring them? It was suspicious. I'm like, why she bring them if we just signing papers? When I got to the house was tore up. And I'm like, who did this? They was like, well, she told us to do it, you know, tear all the stuff out the cabinets, take stuff out the refrigerator, make it look just really dirty. And I asked Tasia when she came, and I'm like, you told them to, you know, do that? And she was like, well, my TV is missing here. She said she didn't want none of that furniture when she moved out. Now she crying about a TV that's gone in the living room. So she was like, this is about a TV. This is not about that. She was trying to go around the fact that she brought two little kids out there to come tear up the house.
Got it.
So I was already heated. She was heated. We going back and forth. And she got to tear my stuff up. Like,
in front of you?
Yeah. She got to touching my stuff in my room, and I told her, you touch my stuff, this gonna happen. But I really wasn't I was trying to avoid all of that. So police got called, and I was telling them,
You
like,
called the police on Tasia?
yeah, I was trying to get them to make her leave. Like, please get her to leave, because I'm trying to avoid this. Like, and they was telling me, like, it's nothing we can do. We can't prove that that's your stuff. So they left. We did get in a fight because we kept arguing.
Physical fight?
A physical fight,
Okay.
yeah.
So you brought some video for me to see.
The landlord, that she does not want to live here anymore, and she moved out in October. I have messages and everything. So she can come here and tear up and just, it'll be all right, and y'all can't do nothing. You think if this not gonna lead to nothing after this leave? You think something is just, it's everything? You think I'm safe here with her doing this? I'm not talking. You telling me to leave when she just damaged the property? What's your name? Okay. So you just told me to leave. I'm telling you what she just did.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So after the police left, that's when y'all got into the fight?
That's when the fight, and then
Got it.
they arrested me. They said it was a scratch on her or something like that, and I'm like, Tasia, tell them the truth. And she looked at me and closed that door, and they took me to jail. I was so mad, but she ended up begging them to let me out, and she was lying. I didn't get no charges. Thank you. I didn't get no charges. She apologized, but then my boyfriend pulled up. Before that, when I was in jail, he did text her, tell her she was bogus, she was wrong for sending me to jail, and that ticked her off. And I guess he did something. I don't know. She said he jumped at her. She had a tase. I'm like, Tasia, why are you doing all that? I just got out of jail. Like, she didn't care. She didn't care. She said, I don't like him. I don't like him. This is all her excuse.
So y'all relationship before this fight, like you said, on YouTube has always been, and since you were younger, has always been
but
bad.
we always been close. Like, we do our TikTok. We was doing YouTube. We was trying to do everything together. And I guess with us trying to do everything together, we done shared everything together, it just started getting, like, complicated. Like,
got it.
My goal is to never get into it with her, never fight with her. But I guess us being around each other, it just got bad. Like, and she claimed it's because of him. And no, it's not, because we had problems before that. Before he even came in the picture.
Do you feel like one of you is the good twin and one of you is the bad twin?
I'm going to say when we was younger, she always did, like, blackmail. Like, you don't do this.
Well, I think it's time to hear what Deja's identical twin, Tasia, has to say. So everyone, please welcome Tasia to the show. When's the last time y'all talked?
Months, ever since the fight.
Since the fight, which was in August.
Yeah.
Hello, Tasia. How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you for being here. So y'all haven't talked since the fight in August? Okay. So what do you have to say about what you just heard?
You know, the part I love about stories, it's a whole, people can tell one part, and I'm gonna have to come and finish it.
Okay.
That's what she loves to do. She loves to create a narrative, but she don't finish the whole story.
Tell the story.
I moved out to get away from them. They little situation, I don't care about their little relationship. I moved to get away from, that's why I moved away from her to my mom's house. Let's tell the tea.
Yeah, you
so
moved.
I'm still on a lease, you know. I was still giving her money to pay for the light bill, the gas bill, whatever I was giving her money. We made an agreement. I ain't just run out on her. So I got a call from the leasing office about damages going on. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know who. So don't sit here and say I don't like somebody for a certain reason.
So you're trying to tell me, like, without telling me that their relationship was toxic and got bad. You're telling me that
it's not your business, though. Like,
that's why I'm not speaking. Like I said,
so
I
the
got
way
away
that
from
you
them.
feel like the way that you witnessed him treat your sister and the things that you're saying
She
about
didn't
like
witness
damage.
nothing.
Okay, or you told her.
Listen, I just wanted to get away from them, and that's what I did.
Got it. Did you tell your young cousins to trash the apartment?
No. See, the thing about me. Look, that's what the test gonna tell, baby. That's what the test gonna tell. Let's leave that to the test.
You lie.
I am a mentor to my little cousins. They 12 and 13. Did not tell them to damage anything. Why would I tell them to do something I could
lie?
do? Why
do you think they're saying?
why
But why
are
do
they
you think they're
saying
saying that then?
I really feel like they really mixing it up, because when we got to the house, they was looking for food or whatever, and there was a bunch of snacks in there. They was like, can we eat this? I said, y'all can eat it all. But never in my life, if I'm finna sit here and come and tell her, well, y'all, when we get here, make sure y'all do this and do that.
That's
like,
what they said.
Why would I coach some little kids
And
to
they
do
still
that?
saying
And
it to this
sad.
day.
The fact that you think that you believe that about your sister,
It's not what I believe.
that's why I don't
see
see us how we can rekindle anything if you believe I'm gonna tell some little kids something like that.
Deja's boyfriend Clay is here, and he says he's also caught in the middle. So let's hear what he has to say. So everyone, welcome Clay to the show. How you doing? How you doing?
Sit right there.
She's extra for no reason.
Clay, what do you have to say about all this? Welcome to the show.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
First off, like, I am shy, so I'm get that out the way. But it's clear as day that she's just like a huge fan of us. She's been like heavily invested, like, and it's just like we are confused. Like, we was close. It's like she just woke up one day and just like, man, I hate this dude. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
delusional.
Just,
I'm a fan.
You know what I'm saying?
How am I a fan
fan?
and I'm trying to get away from y'all? And I tell you, don't
But
come
even
around
when you
me.
get away,
How
you-
am I a fan?
you wasn't
No,
I-
first
This
of
man,
all,
I don't got this man number. I don't got this man number. This man went through
original
hell
plan was
to get
for
my
me and
phone
her to
number.
leave.
He
No,
went
for
through
her
hell
to
to get my
leave.
phone number, to
And
text
she
me all
be-
type of crazy.
Yeah,
I'm a
you
fan.
got it. You got it.
I'm a fan.
You got it.
I'm a fan. I want to get away from y'all.
Did Tasia tell her brothers that you hit her so they'd jump you?
Yes.
Delusional.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Look,
She
I'ma
ran
be honest.
downstairs and made it seem like he was trying to attack her.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I said he called me a bitch and he got it going on for to call the police. That's what I said. And you did call me a bitch. You said, bitch, I'm not going nowhere. I told you had to leave.
And what did you
What you say
What did you
first?
come in
What
there and
did you
say
say
first,
first?
Tasia? You said you raggedy, you finna go. You
So,
finna get the out of our house.
Your
And
family
look,
don't
her
even like
brother-
you. Your
her
family
brother,
don't like you.
He didn't even know what was
Your
going
family
on.
don't like
He
you.
didn't know what was going on. He was
Anyway,
trying to diffuse it.
let me talk about
She
when I
ran
came
down
home.
I want to get Clay's
Let me
point of
talk
view
about
right
when
now.
I came when I
Go
came
ahead.
home.
Well, I want to get Clay's point of view really quickly
You
because
got,
Clay, I
she
need to
just
know.
can't stop talking. That's
Did
been
the
a
brothers
Hank?
jump you?
Sure,
Did the
Hank?
brothers jump you?
Yeah, but it was a mediocre jump. I wasn't damaged to nothing. I really
Okay,
just
got
got
it.
snaked. They was trying to tussle. It wasn't.
So
I'm great.
I
Like,
gotta
You coming at a
ask you,
female though.
Why don't you think you get along with
You
Tasia
likes to
from your
fight
opinion?
females.
I don't know. I think she likes
I'm
me.
scared of you.
Honestly, I think she likes me.
crying,
Like that's what it's giving. Cause like
Baby, you going too far now.
Where
You-
where
the
did
joke
it
is over.
transpire?
The
Like
joke
where
is over.
like where did
Baby,
like
show me some. Have I looked at you some type of way?
I don't know. Like that's what I'm trying
you
to see.
like me, baby. You like me. You
Wait,
sitting here
okay,
texting
we
me
get
talking
off the
about she
topic.
the,
We
she
get
the
off-
better twin. We look just alike. Who the
Yeah,
better?
yeah.
What are you talking about? We look just alike.
Right.
Well, listen,
let's talk about-
Deja and Taja's brother Michael is
But
here.
that's
so,
what she do. She come out there and she.
Michael, let me ask you a question. So, I need clarity from you. Why did you feel like you need to go down there and fight Clay?
I didn't feel like I had to go down there and fight him. Actually, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because none of my family, none of my brothers liked him.
Why?
Nobody
'Cause of
liked
her,
him.
right?
No, because we knew the
'Cause of
things.
her?
We knew the things he did.
'Cause of her?
We knew the
'Cause
things
what
he
she
did to my
told
little
y'all?
I don't like
sister.
y'all
He
niggas.
been
What she told
manipulating her.
y'all?
He been living
Ask
off
him why
her.
he don't like
He been
her.
doing all type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Like how you a grown man and you living with both of my sisters. You ain't paying no bills. You ain't doing
First of
nothing.
all-
Oh,
So
my
look,
God, bro.
I tried to get him the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to be cool with. We got into it. But way before this, we had words.
You are nobody.
We got
I'm not,
caught.
I didn't get
Who
into
are
it with you.
You a bum.
I didn't get into it.
But
I didn't get
listen,
into it with you. You are nobody.
Look, I tried to diffuse the situation. I come down there. I'm
He really
keeping them
did try to
apart.
diffuse
I'm
it.
keeping them apart.
He
Because
really
I'm
did.
a real ass. Let
He
me
didn't
tell
even
you.
do nothing.
Let me tell
He
you.
didn't even do nothing for real. It
You
was
was
his brother.
bloody. Beg like to get off the floor. Come on,
Can
man.
we-
Stop
can I
playing
ask
with
a
me.
question real
Hey,
quick?
listen. I
Like,
didn't
why
come
is he
down
here?
there.
Like,
Did you hit me in my face?
I didn't come down there.
Did you hit me in my
I
face?
didn't come.
You got a
Can
problem with putting your hands
Can
on
I
people.
talk?
Stop.
No.
I need you to look the other
Can
way.
I finish my story?
Look the other way.
No,
I'm
I
talking.
feel like I understand. Thank you so much because you helped me to give a perspective
Yeah,
of how
please,
things
let
going.
him.
Deja and Taja's mom
right.
is caught in the middle of this.
I'm gonna let you
and
have it.
she's also here today.
I'm
So
gonna let
everyone, please welcome Deja and Taja's mom, Kim, to the show.
This is not
How are
about
you doing? Thank you for being here.
Look, for the TV.
If y'all had not got into a fight at that apartment out there, we wouldn't be here. Y'all need to squash this real quick and real fast. I'm tired of this conversation. It's over.
We can't get nowhere with
So
lies.
why she keep
We
nitpicking,
can't get
Kim?
nowhere with lies
She
on
got,
the
she
table.
married. She got her own life still going, still
What
bothering
you
us.
mean? Deja, I
Still
don't
not
talk to
happy.
you. I don't talk
Kim,
to
I
you.
need to know.
Who's
Thank you for being
bothering-
here. Take a
I
seat
don't
for a
even
minute.
live with y'all. I got
know.
away from y'all.
Hold on, I gotta talk to y'all's mother right now.
He's still
Deja and
still going.
Taja, I need to talk to your mother right now. How does it make you feel seeing your daughters like this?
I'm tore up inside.
Yes.
I can't stand it. It's horrible. All my kids have started fighting. At this age, they should be beyond this.
What, so what do
Person
you
sitting
want to
next to
happen
you. That's
today?
why.
What?
Nobody
so
likes you.
TV.
Nobody.
Michael, be quiet.
None of us like you.
Just hush up.
What
None
do you
of us
want to
like
happen?
you.
That's what the
Enough.
lie test gonna be.
Enough.
Kim, what do you want to happen today?
I want them to forgive each other today.
Not when we keep lying. We cannot. I'm willing to work, but we're not gonna keep lying like he's not disrespectful to me.
Well, y'all
and
not
I tell you,
supporting
let me
like
ask
that.
you a quick
You're
question.
not supporting.
Let me ask you a quick question.
I can deal with you.
Let me
You
like
TV.
I said.
Don't matter.
That happened months ago.
Like
You
I
ain't did.
said,
Oh my God.
Hey, Clay, I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and step
Please
out.
get
Let me
out.
talk to the family. Let me talk to the family real quick.
Don't worry about
Thank you.
Please get this man off the stage. Thank you. Can we get a clap? Thank you.
You want somebody to clap for you?
Yes, he has to
Mom,
go.
Oh,
I
my
want to know,
God.
do you think Clay is the problem?
Yes, I do. I
You
think
do.
he is.
Okay.
Because
And
he's
why do you think he's the
unforgiving.
problem?
He's unforgiving.
Okay.
He's not trying to work with Tasia because Tasia did text him and apologize. And he's still holding grudges, and I don't want him to.
But she ain't apologized to me for ruining my
attack-
day. The ruining baby day
want
coming
to
home.
attack at a later date, and from this grudge, I want it squashed. I want them to deeply forgive each other.
You want him to forgive her for getting jumped for no reason, for him trying to get his baby?
I don't care to have a, he's irrelevant. All I ask is that stop texting me when me and my sister getting into it.
Yeah.
Have I ever text Clavon about your business?
You text me about our business.
Deja, have I text your man
No.
about your
Boy,
business?
you can stop yelling. Stop
no, I'm
doing too
serious.
much.
No,
Like,
I'm
just
being
talk.
serious.
Just talk.
I'm being serious though.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make a point here.
Yeah.
Have I ever texted him about
No.
your business? So why did he feel it's okay to text me about our business?
Like I said, I already said I don't agree with him texting her. I already said.
But you can't control it. So what if I
Can
ask
I
you,
talk?
Deja, don't bring him
Can
around?
I talk?
Keep on.
So the text, the last text you got was from 2 years ago?
What? The last text I got was you think you safe for
from like
a few months
three
ago.
or 2 years ago?
You said you got a text 2 months ago, a couple months ago, saying
Yeah,
you're not
after
safe.
the fight, like you think you safe. Like she justifying everything
not
that he's doing.
justifying it.
That's why I can't have a
I'm not
relationship
justifying
with
it.
her.
Tasia,
Apologize
you
for that.
took
And
a lie
you send me to
detector
jail.
test.
Like
What
I
are we
said,
talking
I
about?
apologize for that. I take accountability
it's
for
not
what I
genuine.
do. I hate that night happened. Keep holding on to it. I don't care.
I ain't hold on to it.
I
Tasia
apologize for
took
it.
a lie detector test, and I
I
have the
did.
results here. And I think it's time to unlock the truth of the situation. All right. All right. You want to know, did you tell your brothers that Clavon hit you? You answered no. The truth is, you are telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did you tell your cousins to destroy Deja's property inside of the apartment? You answered no. The truth is, you're telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Why would I tell some little kids that?
They said it.
Oh, but they lied.
They not lying.
Oh, okay,
'Cause they
still
did it.
believe it.
They
So
actually
why am I
tore up the
taking the
house.
test if you still
They
believe it?
actually tore up the
That's why
house.
we can't work on a relationship. Believe
So
whatever you want to believe.
if you
Just
brought
be
her here
quiet,
to take this
Yeah.
and you're going to use this as your point of reference,
Yeah.
you can't then say, well, you got this and now I'm going to move the goalposts again. So you're
No,
going to
I'm
believe
not-
this or not?
It's
She
iffy
want to
with
side
her
with a man. Keep
because
doing it. I don't care.
It's iffy with her.
Okay.
Why is she
The next
having
question is, did you have anything to do with the destruction of Deja's property inside the apartment?
That's the
The
question.
truth is, you confessed to breaking the glass table.
I sure did, and you was right there.
You came out there to tear up all my stuff for what, Tasia?
I broke a table. What do you have?
Why
that
are you
that I
tearing
need
my
to break?
stuff up? This what she
We-
do. She get
this
mad. She
our
tear my
apartment.
stuff
First
up.
of all,
Squeezing all
we
my
bought all that
clothes.
together.
Why are you touching my
You
stuff?
don't tell them that you provoked me
Ask-
to that
but
point.
why
Tell
you
me
ta-
what you gonna do. What you gonna do? I showed you what I was gonna do.
So what needs to happen in this family, and pick this up quickly, is that there have been a lack of boundaries, and it started way long before Clay was even in this. Through the boundaries being crossed, y'all all feel disrespected. And once that disrespect come in, y'all all get hot-headed, and none of y'all want to hear each other. It's a clear pattern. I want you to look at the line. Boundaries, disrespect, I'm not hearing you. Is that not y'all pattern?
That's
the
correct.
pattern.
That's to the T.
Thank you, that's to the T. Thank you. Is that not the pattern? That's the pattern, correct? You feel somebody cross a boundary. Oh, you wash my hands? Oh my gosh, somebody gets disrespected. Somebody get heated. You want me to keep going through it?
I guess.
Hey, we at my apartment. I come here. Somebody crossed the boundary. They got in my house. I'm disrespected. Now somebody heated. You want me to keep going? It's the pattern of what y'all all do. I want y'all to be better. That's the reason I'm doing this. I want y'all to be better. Michael, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I want y'all to be better.
I want to be better too.
Great.
It's just the trust.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to be better?
Yeah, always.
You want to be better? You want to be better?
Yep.
All right. That's the willingness I needed. That's the willingness I needed. So y'all do this first step I gave y'all, and I promise y'all it's going to work out. And I'm going to check back up on y'all. Yeah?
Yep.
That's cool.
Y'all all want to cuss me out because y'all don't believe me, but trust me, this is what I do for a living. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Trust me. When did things start to change? When did you and your granddaughter start to butt heads?
about 3 years ago.
3 years?
When she was in the 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
She started dating.
Yeah.
She gonna tell me she's dating. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm dating. That's the day she started becoming grown. Thinking she can say what she want to say to me, do what she want to do, and totally disrespectful ways.
So how is she being disrespectful to you?
Zanaya tell me what she's going to do. That's totally disrespectful. You don't tell me what you're going to do. I took the initiative to raise 4 grandchildren out of respect of my daughter.
You took the kids in because your daughter unfortunately
She's passed away.
Yes.
I've raised each one of these children from birth. Although their mother was there, I had them because she wanted to go run the street.
Got it.
So I sacrificed my whole life.
Yeah. So what happened in October when the police was called?
I went to pick her up from school, and we had this conversation. It was me and her brother in the car, and Zanaya said something to the fact about her boyfriend. And I said, Zanaya, you need to calm down. We wasn't even supposed to be on that conversation. She was going off, and I slapped at her. Beat her up, made her get out my car, and called the police on her ass.
How did it escalate to that part of the fighting?
Her running her mouth.
Yeah.
She got a mouth that you kill her. Her mouth is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't have to stand for that.
Why did you tell Zanaya you would shoot her in the foot and keep her in the house? Because I can be real and I understand the disrespect, but that's violent language.
She'll take you there.
Okay.
She would take you there. I'm up here with Zanaya.
Yeah.
And I did say, I'll shoot her ass in the toe.
Yeah.
I will. I'm tired. I ain't gonna kill her. I love her. I ain't gonna hurt her. But she need to listen. These young folk these days, I don't know what the hell wrong with them.
Let me tell you something. This must be an old black family thing because I swear to God, I had a family, I'm not going to say, I almost said who it was, used to say to me, if you get out of line, I'm going to shoot you in the foot so that every time you take a step, you remember not to get out of line. I used to look at them when I'm 14, I'd be like, you going to shoot me in the foot?
Well,
and hear it again. I used to think that was only me, and to hear it again now?
Yes, it ain't went nowhere.
It ain't went nowhere.
No.
Wow.
Because I'm old school.
Yeah.
I'm old school, and that's the best way to be.
So you talked to me about her mother who died in a car accident in 2012. I want to know, what was your relationship like with her?
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't do nothing for her because she was running the street. I had to take care of her damn children.
Is that why you're so protective of Zanaya?
I'm protective of each and every last one of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, her mother, I was trying to be protective over her, but she was being hard-headed and went out there and passed away because I told her not to do something, not to go somewhere, even my husband.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I got to tell you, I know that there's been some time since 2012, but I know you're still grieving because I heard the language. You kept referring to your daughter as her mother.
Yeah.
Which there's a mental and emotional block that you have
Yeah.
there. Have you ever spent time to think about that and
No.
to go with that?
I haven't had time.
I understand.
I
get
raised
it.
these children from 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to now.
Listen,
I
I
haven't
respect
had
you.
time to take care of myself. And I'm tired now.
Yeah.
I'm taking initiative to take care of myself.
I do get it.
And it's, yeah.
I do get it. Well, listen, I'm talking to Cherie, who is afraid of losing her granddaughter like she lost her own daughter. I think it's time that we hear from Zanaya. Everyone, please welcome young Zanaya to the show. Hi, Zanaya, can I have a hug? Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. You smell lovely.
Thank you.
So I got to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest, because I can already tell you're a smart girl. Do you think you're disrespectful to your grandmother?
I don't think I'm disrespectful to her. I mean, I asked her, like, what's her definition of disrespect or how I'm being disrespectful to her, but she can't tell me why.
So I'm going to ask you from your own, because, again, I want to go from you. What do you think the definition of disrespect is?
You know, calling you out your name type and just, like, extreme ruthless behavior.
Calling out your name and extreme rudeness.
I know what she's talking about because I calls her a bitch. Why should I have to listen to you? You
Because
have
I
to
have
listen
feelings
to
too.
me. I know you have feelings, but I'm the adult, and I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong, honey.
You
cannot
expect me to sit there, listen to you talk, and that's it. That's done.
No, I'll give you your chance to talk.
And when I talk, you overtalk me and change it to how you feel.
Okay.
Do you feel
All
like
right.
that ever happens?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I give her a chance to talk. She don't never give me a damn chance to talk. That's why I slept out of her when we was in the damn car.
Okay.
Because she kept running her mouth.
In the car, I told you, you kept referring to me as my mom and my dad. I told you stop doing that because I'm not them. I wasn't here when they was around. I'm not them.
No,
you
you're
can't
not.
refer to me as them.
And I tell you all the time, be better than your mama and daddy. Don't be like them. So that's a lie.
So, your grandmother is overprotective, from her own words.
She knows that.
How does that affect you?
Okay, so I'm 17, as we all know.
Duh.
But to her, she treat me like I'm 10, like I'm young. Like she told me put a tracker on me. I had a tracker on me all the time, and it's like even with a tracker on, without a tracker on, she want me to tell her step by step what I'm doing.
It's only
what
for
I'm
your
doing.
safety. No,
Even
no,
when I'm
you
out with
got
my
it wrong.
friends.
You got it wrong.
Even when I'm out with my friends, I can tell I'm going to the mall.
She got it
what
wrong.
time you gonna be back home? I come in your house at a respectful time. I don't come in at 12, 11. I don't come in none of that. I be there at 9 o'clock or 10.
Is that true? She always comes at a respectful time?
No.
You told my producers that you said that you're not going to end up like your mother and grandmother. What do you mean by
Yes, because grandma, she would always tell me, I grew up like this. When I grew up, I had to do this and I had to do that. I'm not like you. How I grew up is not how you grew up. So you tell me life is a circle. I'm going to think outside that circle. I'm going to think you keep holding me in, it's going to make me want to go out and do something crazy.
I understand what she's saying.
And then I'm not that type of person. She'll probably be like, oh, you go out here and go wild with these boys. I am not that type of person.
Yeah.
I don't let no boy influence me. I influence myself.
Yes.
That's good.
I want to know more about you. How are you in school? How are you? Are you a good student?
Yes, I have made principal lists.
The reason I asked that is because I asked my producers to ask you for your report card. You are getting a 3.1. That's great. Your grades are phenomenal.
Yes.
I also heard you're taking aerospace science.
Yes, I'm in ROTC.
Yeah, you're in business technology. You're in multicultural literature. Your GPA is a 3.1. And all your teachers recommended you as like one of the best students in the school.
Yes.
They tell me that. They tell me that.
Yes.
But as soon as she get home with me, here we go.
Yeah.
The damn mouth.
Yeah.
It don't be the mouth.
I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all of
You can't take
that.
how I feel. You put it in, you view it something totally different in your head, and that was disrespectful. I've asked you, how is it disrespectful? You can't even tell me. So until you can tell me, I can't fix nothing.
Zanaya, you cannot talk back to me. That's the number one thing. You cannot talk back to me.
Me explaining how I feel is talking back to you.
No. When I walk away from Zanaya, there you go. I got a problem with that. So be it, I got a problem with that.
I have let her
that around me.
Literally, she'll try to argue with me. Yes, I do walk away
Don't
because
argue with her.
I know myself. So I walk away to calm myself down. And she will come follow me. And she will keep going till I say something back to her. And it's not going to stop until I say something back to her.
You're right. Because if I ask you to go wash the dishes, I mean for you to go wash the dishes now.
You
Don't walk
tell
away
me.
from me and not say nothing to me. You can even say,
I say, okay.
Grandma, I ain't going to do it right now. I do it
I
then.
wash the dishes. She making it seem like I don't wash the dishes. I wash the dishes. But she thinks, like, it feels like I'm the only child in the house that's doing something.
Can you describe to me what it felt like when Cherie kicked you out? When your grandmother kicked you out?
I was real confused on why she kicked me out. Because, like I said, I didn't hit her, I didn't touch her, she hit me. You told me I had to go, so I had to go. Simple.
What did that do for you? What did that do to you? Did
No,
that
the
break you a little
police
bit?
told her she had to go.
No, she.
What did that do to you? Because you're a young woman who's maturing and growing right now, and like you're trying to figure out the world. And I see it. I understand. You're trying to figure out what to do, how to be better. And I know you have your grandmother's guidance, but these moments still affect you and stay with you. So, how did that affect you, knowing that like I have to get out now?
I mean, it's like I'm leaving my brothers behind. It's like you taking me away from them pretty much, just
I
because you're
can't
mad.
pacify her feelings. I mean, I be trying to do stuff with Zanaya. I really do. I even bought us coloring books
Yeah,
to color.
yeah.
Zanaya wants me to be on her time. I'm not on her time. She got to come on my time, because I got a whole lot of stuff to deal with. And when I don't do what she want me to do, there you go.
Cherie, what
she
do you
shut
want
me
to happen?
down.
What do you want to happen today?
I don't know what Zanaya need to do.
But what do you want to
I'm
happen
done.
today? You done?
I'm done.
Because I actually don't believe that, because I know you're here today. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't. Because the thing is that I know the love in your heart. And also, I got to say, I'm going to just give you this. The same way you haven't had time to focus on the grief of losing your child, there's things that are still unprocessed in her mind.
She also, on that same day the police came, she even told me if she had the choice to keep my brothers and give me away, she would have did.
So I know you know.
Hell, I done raised too many girls in my lifetime. I ain't want no more. I ain't want to deal with that no more. I didn't want to deal with that no more.
I get it. But that language right there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But I know you know. But see, the thing is that even in our exhaustion, we have to remember that our main intention was to protect. And your words are not protecting her in this moment. Would you be able to, and I'm going to get to her, so don't think I'm just staying on you. I'm going to get to her. Would you be able to at least apologize for this language that you're using to her and understand that a young girl, just like you, who lost your daughter, she lost her mother, and hearing the one woman figure I have in my life tell me, I'm done, I don't want no more girls. These things, and I understand the context, but it could be hurting her and could cause more damage in the long run. Could you at least apologize to her for that?
I will apologize, and I have apologized to Zanaya. Zanaya boyfriend, mother.
Yes.
Now, I got a damn problem with that.
Okay, okay.
Because you, being my granddaughter, accepted this woman as your mama, grandmama, what the ever. I had a problem with that.
Got it.
So if she through with me, I'm through with her.
Got it.
I have apologized to her about that plenty of times.
Yes, I got it.
I don't have to deal with that.
Here, thank you for sharing
And I
that.
raised her.
That makes more sense. This makes more sense. Thank you for sharing that, because what's
I
going
raised
on,
her.
there was the issues with your own daughter and her not being able to listen to you. There's a rejection that you experience.
Yeah, right. She rejects me all the time.
And so it's being mimicked, but vice versa.
All the time.
You're feeling that same rejection. When
And
she says it.
I don't talk to his mama like that. She seemed like I'm just turning her way and going to her. I talk to her more than anything.
One of the big lessons that you're going to learn as a young woman is the same way that I'm here to validate your feelings, her feelings are valid too. But I think there's a big thing here that we have to remember, two big things. First of all, for you, you said that apology. Would you be able to do it again for me right here so that way I can?
Of course.
Can you tell your daughter?
Of course. I love you. I love you, and I really apologize. I apologize and love you. And we need to work on us.
Yes.
Just me and you.
The second thing is that for you, this still is your grandmother. And so part of it is that there's things that as a young woman you'll never understand. And there's a third piece, I'm gonna get you, don't worry. But there's big things you have to understand. And with her, there's a level of respect that even though she's become a maternal figure, she's still a grandmother. So there's that extra level. And even though it's difficult sometimes for you to manage that, I get it, because you're showing like, I'm good at school, I'm here.
Yeah.
You have to find the strength in yourself in those moments to be able to find a new way to communicate. So I know you know to some degree when you say something to her and you say no or you question her, you know what you're doing.
Yes, you do.
Do you? Yes, you know what you're doing.
And I ain't that smart.
And I acknowledge
but
it.
I can figure it out.
And I acknowledge it. It's because you're mimicking her behavior. She said things, so you're gonna show her. But there are levels that you have to be respectful. You have to be respectful. So can you commit to saying, I'm gonna start, when she says, hey, I need you to do this is still your caretaker. She is still the one who is providing a home for you, clothes for you, everything else. You have to be able to respect that. And you going around and stuff with your boyfriend and doing things like that, it hurts her, so you have to make sure that you're not being disrespectful. Is that something you can commit to?
Yes.
Y'all can take those steps.
Of course.
Trust.
I'm willing to
better
do
communication
everything.
with the language, and know that I'm not going to reject you, you don't reject me. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah? Good, good. I give your grandma a hug. We're going to figure this out. It's all right. So Aaliyah, you contacted the show, and I want you to take a look, everyone, what you said. You said, I have a strained relationship with my father. My only black family left, which is important to me. I am half white and half black. My parents got a divorce 7 years ago, and everything has gone insanely downhill since then. My father has been so hurtful to me. I gave my father an intervention, and he called the cops on me. I want Karamo to give it one last chance before I go no contact. Aaliyah, okay.
Yeah.
So there's so much in that for me to unpack.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there is. Okay, so what does your father say that insulted you, that where he tries to insult you?
He called me a ghetto black girl. Yeah. Which, as a black woman, really hurt my identity. And it was not
as a
like,
black man, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, obviously, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to hear your father's side of the story. But from hearing that, I can only imagine the pain you hear for someone who's close to you to call you that.
Yeah.
Here's an excerpt from an email your father sent you that you want me to see. How did you respond to this type of language?
I'm more of a quiet person.
Yeah.
So I ignored for a bit, and it's always been a back and forth. It feels like I'm in a toxic high school relationship.
Yeah. So do you and your dad talk right now?
No.
And what are you both arguing about the most right now?
I want to see my siblings.
Siblings right now.
He lives 15 minutes away from me. They go back and forth from him to my mom, who is 2 hours away from me. She'll let me see them, but you know, it takes a bit to go.
To go all the way out there, yeah.
And when they're there, why can't I
See your
stop
siblings
by,
at
say
15.
hi?
Got it. Well, I appreciate your perspective, and I think it's time to meet Aaliyah's father, Alan, so we can hear his side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Alan to the show. Hey, Alan, how are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So what do you think about what Aaliyah described, how she described your relationship?
I think some of it was true, but on the other hand, there's a lot of things that weren't explained correctly.
Okay. Please tell me. I want to know.
Well, first, I mean, calling her, you know, ghetto black girl, I just think that she's very spoiled and just always runs to me
How am I
when
spoiled?
there's... Always runs to me when...
How am I spoiled?
You get everything you want. You've gotten everything you want.
How?
You know? And I've absolutely been there for her her whole life. Definitely.
You
look up to
bully,
her.
harass, insult. You
That-
spam us with messages. You scream in our faces. You called the cops on 2 black kids who were sitting on your couch.
And the reason why I called the cops, because you would not leave. And I asked you to leave. And
Because
you know,
I'm talking to you. We're having an intervention.
No, we weren't having an intervention.
We're trying to make you understand.
I didn't want to have
We're
that
trying to
intervention.
make you understand
Wow.
that
Okay.
the way you talk
Look.
is not respectful to your kids, and respect goes both ways.
What did you think of that intervention?
Oh, I thought that was unnecessary. I'm the
Everyone
adult. I'm the
who gets
parent
an
here.
intervention
I'm the
thinks
parent
it's
here.
unnecessary.
So
We did it because we care.
But the way you care and the way you showed that was disrespectful towards me.
So my question is, because you said she was disrespectful, why did you call the cops on them? I know you said just to have them leave.
Well, it wasn't.
doesn't
It wasn't
mean you call the
just. It
cops on
wasn't
me.
just me. It was also my mom. You know, and we're in her house, so my mom didn't want her there, and they wouldn't leave. And that was just like, hey, we're just asking you to go.
What about when I asked
And
you to come outside and talk?
I didn't want to talk to you anymore. I was done talking with you. It's time to end it, but you wouldn't leave.
Well, she says you don't allow her to see her younger siblings. Is that true?
Yeah, it was just after that fallout. The fact that being brought in this light and looking like no good dad.
Because there's more
you know?
problems besides you just being there. You just being there doesn't isn't enough. It's not enough to just be there.
What would it take for you and your daughter to find forgiveness today, in your opinion?
For me, I would just need her to change just the way that she, her attitude and her disrespectful. She's disrespectful towards me and ungrateful. You are ungrateful.
But have you ever even given the answer of why I'm disrespectful? You're the
Yes,
one calling
yes,
me
because,
ghetto.
Yes.
I don't call you a ghetto black guy.
But you call me.
I don't tell you that you're not
Right.
So this is what I'm saying. I think you're confusing the words respect with empathy. Because everything you're saying is about her to have empathy for your experience, her to have empathy for what you're going through. And when she doesn't have that empathy because she describes her experience, you then call her disrespectful. That's what I've tracked the pattern.
100%.
Great. I want you to be validated in your feelings. Because if you're validated in your feelings from another man who could say, I see it and I understand, maybe that will give you an opportunity to validate her feelings. But what she's really asking for is more of the emotional support, the emotional connection. She's asking for that from you. And that is what's missing right now. She needs you. You're the man that that is in her life that she has to turn to. And that's compounded not only by being a young woman, but also by the fact that she is also biracial. And she's saying, I'm also needing that support from you and that validation. Do you hear that? Understand that?
I absolutely understand it 100%. I do.
And there's a bigger piece on top of that I got to say to you. Black man to black man. When you call the police on your daughter, when she's been told by her father in an email, I saw your own words, that she's a ghetto black girl, it's your job to make sure that no police are called on her. It's your job to make sure that no one ever calls her a ghetto black girl. That's your job. Can you see that?
Yeah, I admit that I've made mistakes and that, you know, I haven't been mature in a way and shown my anger towards you, and I shouldn't be taking that out on you. And I definitely would like to try to reconcile our relationship by taking baby steps at a time and see what we can do in order to heal it.
So moving forward, and I appreciate you saying that, she mimics your behavior in the fact of like her, I'm gonna even not call it anger, it's in this strength of like, I need to be heard and seen.
Right.
So when you talk about like her behavior, she's mimicking yours. Be aware of that. And the fact that she brought you here, knowing that this is a place where I try to always cultivate healing and growth, she brought you here not to berate you, she brought you here because she was hoping to get her father back. And if you've never seen this show, I'm be the first to tell you, people come on the show because they're hoping to reconnect. They're hoping to get better. And so she brought you here because she wanted to be heard, and she thought this would be the only place to be heard. But she hoped that after she was heard, you could reconnect. Am I telling the truth? What are you thinking about right now?
Don't touch me, please. Oh, God.
See, that's what.
Here you go, love. What made you emotional right there?
Because it doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter?
Like how I said,
What do you love about your daughter? What do you like about your daughter?
Oh, I love so much about her. Just her
Tell her.
talent. She's extremely talented, and she can do anything that she puts her mind to. I just love the fact that how she interacts with her siblings and how she's not almost like a motherly figure to them. And
that's why I should be able to see them.
Hold on, but what he just did there is he validated that you were a good big sister. You have to help her to build herself, to see herself as a strong, powerful, amazing black woman that she is.
I agree with you. And I'll look forward to taking those steps to have her see her siblings.
Can you believe that?
I hope so.
Good. Listen, this is the first step, and I'm glad I could be here. Listen, I wish y'all the best of luck, all right?
I don't know what it's like to have family. When my twin brother and I were born, we were separated. My dad was in jail when I was born. My mom, she was on drugs. She placed us with other family members. I would often see my mom in the streets, and we would literally like walk past each other. When I was 9 years old, my great aunt passed away, and my dad was coming to get us, but we didn't know we were going with my dad. After a while, my dad started to putting his hands on me, constantly talking down on me, constantly comparing my brother to me. I was always called a sissy, I was called all of the names. I said something slick to him. he put his hands on me and he was trying to choke me. I thought he was gonna kill me. Well, I picked up the phone and I called the police and they arrested him. We were put into foster care afterwards. We were told that our mom was gonna come get us, but she didn't come get us. My brother, he was very mad at me because we didn't know where we were going and we didn't talk for a while. I never had a chance to just talk about how I felt. I just wished I was loved growing up. I remember telling my dad something slick about a remote, and he came towards me and he was about to choke me, like he was going to choke me. And he choked me, and I thought he was gonna kill me. Like, just the way that he looked, I saw a different person. And I was scared, so I called the police.
When you called the police, what happened? Why does he think that that's the reason? Because the police saw the abuse?
No, the police didn't see the abuse. I had to come up with another reason to get him in jail. The police was like, well, we don't see nothing wrong with him just hitting you or choking you. And I was like...
Okay. So then what was the other reason?
So I told the police, I said, if someone's growing marijuana in the backyard, what happens? Well, they can go to jail. So I told them, they tested the plant, and they took us.
And so he went to jail. That's why your brother thinks it's your fault. Got to understand. So it sounds like living with your dad during that time was hard.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of treating you bad.
Yes.
What do you want from your father today that I can help you with?
I want him to take accountability, and I want an apology.
Okay.
I think we run away from those things. We need to talk about it instead of just moving on and act like nothing happened, all smiles. No.
Understandable.
Most of this is lies, as I see that.
So you feel like everything you were saying that you heard was lies?
Yeah. My son could have came to me when times would come. He's saying he's scared of me and stuff like that.
I was scared of you.
Well, okay, you were scared.
I was. You know what y'all did?
What you did?
Let's be real. What I did, I'm a kid. First of all, I was labeled at a young age. Or you sissy. Or you know what you did to me. You know what you did. Y'all used to, because I was so different and I was never heard. Y'all used to push me to the curb and y'all used to favor Rashard. And I would say, well, your brother do this. No, my brother shut up and he listened to y'all and put up with y'all. I was always different because I was not going to tolerate with that.
Not the adult. You got to listen.
Yeah, and y'all not parents.
Just like he shut up and listen,
parents?
you need to
he
shut
listened
up. That's your problem
because
now.
He was scared. I was never scared.
That's how
my mouth got me places
that's how you
because
act.
I didn't allow it. I didn't allow it.
Yeah. You not the parent.
I want to hear his side of the story if I can really figure out how to facilitate. So tell me, from your point of view, is this your first? How long has it been since you all seen each other?
5 years or something.
5 years. Okay. And so you said, how do you feel about what he's saying right now?
I feel like it's all talking about I choked him and he was scared of me. I'm gonna show you what I did to him. We had a confrontation coming in from the house. We was coming from somewhere. He would take my key and twist it without twisting the knob, and that'll break the damn key. So I said something smart to him about that. He turned around and said something smart, and I just sat him down like this and told him, you're not gonna disrespect me in my house. He started hollering and crying like I shot him, ran outside with the house phone in the rain, called the police, and that's what happened. He figured that they didn't see where I bruised him at, so he went to the marijuana plant thing that I had 2 plants about that tall in the backyard. He went to that to finally get out. What he didn't know was they was gonna end up with some people that don't give a damn about you more than you thought your daddy didn't.
It's just like, I could say, like, I'm not gonna bash him, like,
I really do.
But it's all about the accountability. I was a kid. You put a kid in the projects and he living free, no structure, no nothing. In those times of just sitting in the projects, I was molested, and I feel like that played a part of my sexuality. Like, and nobody ever asked me. Like, they never sat down. It was like, because y'all don't care. Y'all just threw the word sissy, and they never care. All I got was sissy, and I couldn't even tell my side.
I never called him no sissy.
Every side, mama and daddy's side, they sat there and let them people say whatever they wanted about me. I knew from when I was young. I knew from when I was young I was gonna be the kid that nobody liked. I never was like, it's hard out here. I got into a foster home and they tried to show me what it was like to have a family. And in the beginning, it was so nice. I had a family, I had everything. They took me to do sports, things that I never did, travel. And
I put you in sports.
I was up in
when
the
I put you in sports, you didn't want to play? You didn't want to
And
play?
the thing was, while I was with them, I kept thinking about my mom and my dad. I said, look, these strangers, and they're lesbian. They accepted me. I got to come out in their house. Why they can do it, why my parents can't do it? Like, come on.
So you two were separated when you were put into foster care system. What was that like for you?
We were separated later on, like towards the end of foster care system. When we were separated, our relationship, like, I know we went like 3 months.
Talk louder.
We went like 3 months without talking to each other at school. Like every day I would see him.
Yeah.
And like during them 3 months, I felt like it was like, how can I say this? During them 3 months, it was like, I felt like he was the reason why we was in foster care and why some of the things we went through.
Yeah. Ronquan and Rashad's mother is here today in the audience. Shanika's here right now.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with us. So I'm going to ask you point blank. We're hearing and you've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
Because I didn't have the transportation, the ride to get up there to get them.
That wasn't a good excuse.
That ain't good
Mom.
enough.
Like, that was
It's
not,
not a good
enough.
excuse. I want to talk about your actions.
Yes.
Can you acknowledge that maybe you, as the mother, as the woman, did not do enough for these kids and played a part into the life that they had? Because I heard you say a couple times that it's just his fault. Can you acknowledge that it was both of y'all's fault, that you played a part in it?
I played the part in your life. I wish we can take it back. Whatever y'all want to do, I swear, I can't do this.
You're doing a great job. No, you're doing a great job. Listen, I want you to know something. I know it's hard when it's like, because no one wants to be attacked right now. But at the end of the day, there's two kids up here that are like, I'm just looking for answers. And we forget that as the adults, we got to give them those answers. We got to give them the healings. If these kids was 2 years old and ran in here and they were like, Mom, my leg is cut, I'm bleeding. Are you going to be like, I can't do this? Or are you going to run and say, let me try to put a Band-Aid on it? Let me try to fix it. So you can do this. They need you. So you just did a great job. Your sons have said they never heard you say that you have taken accountability. You just took accountability.
Right. Apologize.
And you apologize as well.
Yes.
How do you feel about what your mother just said?
I don't feel like it's sincere, really. I feel like she got pressured into apologizing. But like, if it wasn't like, if we wasn't around all y'all, she would not say that. She would be cutting us off.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, because I understand that it's very easy to feel that way, and you're valid for your feelings because you grew up in a household where you always felt like what she's saying is not real, where you can't trust it, and so it's easy for you to say, well, listen, it's only because y'all are here, there's the cameras here, but sometimes we have to acknowledge the little growth, because until we can acknowledge the little growth and then say, let's see how you go from here, you're always going to be believing the worst. You're never going to have a chance to heal yourself. So I would encourage you. I know you've been hurt before. I know it's hard for you to trust, but you got to at least be able to say, all right, you know what? You said it, and I'm going to hold it from here. Can you hear me?
Right. Yes, sir.
She acknowledged and she apologized. Now, this is where you get to say, you just did that. Tomorrow, if you don't do it again, if the next day you don't do it, now I can say now it's BS. But right now, you have to be able to say, okay, I see the little growth.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
She's trying to give you a little something. How do you feel about her apology, acknowledgement?
I accept her apology now.
Thank
I always loved my mama, even though I never really got to saw much of her, but I always been a mama's boy. They called me soft. They called me everything. So to hear her even just say that moved me because I never heard it. So it's like, that might be my favorite parent, but I never have a relationship with both of them. But to hear her even just say it, that moved me. And I carry that with me because she never said it before. So I know it's not BS.
She says she wants to do better.
do
He's saying he wants to do better.
Yeah, we gotta talk more on this phone, man. We gotta talk, man.
So
I need your phone number, man. I need to be talking to you, man, on a
Yeah.
daily basis. Because, like I said, if I would have known back then somebody molested him, I don't know if she knew or not.
No, he just told
But
me
if I
about
would
a
have
week
knew,
ago.
I would be still in prison.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about mine.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. I get it. So do you feel seen and heard?
No.
Is there anything else you feel like you need to say?
There isn't really much. I just want people to, get from this is talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like in the black
course.
community, no one ever sit down and talk. They just
Yeah.
move on. My friends, it feel like I'm a therapist at times, even though I'm hurting myself. But I sit and I hear my friends' problems, anybody I talk to. They have issues and it all stems from them, their trauma, not being able to talk. And I came here today to set the record straight for all of those foster children. It's kids that I run across. I want to show them that you don't have to be you don't have to be like the people you came from. You can move forward, get out of that environment, and do better. Because you can. It's never too late.
So listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you got what you needed from your mother and your father. At least there's a step taken today where both he acknowledged that he said things to you that was wrong. What I will say to you one thing is that you two, y'all got to communicate and stick with each other more. Your brothers, y'all got to be there for each other. Your brother was doing only what he thought was best to protect y'all. And I know it's hard for you because it feels like he caused certain pain in life. He didn't. He didn't. Both of your parents were in a place in their lives where they couldn't do what they needed to do, and they both have acknowledged that here today. But y'all got to be there for each other. You understand? Right. And now something for you. You're a very smart young man. You're a very smart young man. You're a smart, smart man. You hear me? You got a bright, you got a future ahead of you. You understand? Like the way that your mind works, I could see you sitting in this seat one day. You hear me? Very smart. You understand? But I want you to take something from your dad. Your father just said he's in a space right now, he's working on his anger. He's working on trying to be there. He just reached over and is holding you right now. Use him as a guide to start to work on your anger. You hear me? Because once you get that fully under control, I promise you the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for you as well. You understand? Come on, boss. How does it feel to have your father hugging you? How's it feel? How's it feel? Ron, how does it feel to have your dad hugging you?
It feel good.
It feel good?
Yeah, bring my mom.
You want to see her? Let's
give her a hug. You out there. Go on out there and hug your mama.
You come on now. Good man. Good man.
It's okay.
It's all right, Joe.
Good job. You can come on up here. You took a big first step. Thank you for being here, all right?
I'm sorry.
No, no worries. You ain't gonna apologize. You did a good job. It wasn't about me. Your sons got what they needed. I appreciate all of y'all taking a big step today. You two as parents acknowledging what you did and apologizing, and for you two finally being able to be heard and seen, all right? Y'all just keep working on this, and y'all gonna be stronger together, all right? Good luck, all right? I'm glad I got here for y'all. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all. Yeah, I got you. Take a seat for me, girl, because I need to know about this cranberry sauce.
Okay.
I understand. First, before we get to cranberry sauce, how did you two meet?
I was driving down on the highway
Okay.
in Florida. This car just kept going side by side in front of me, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, and I eventually rolled down my window. I'm like, hey. He's like, hey, shorty, what's up? And I'm like, and I end up giving him my number.
Not from road rage to a love affair.
Yeah.
Now I gotta back up. Tell me about this cranberry sauce.
Okay, so on Thanksgiving Day, I was literally making jokes all day about cranberry sauce. I'm like, that's old people stuff, you know, you put with the stuff in and stuff like that. And
That's my jam, so don't talk about cranberry sauce, because I ain't old yet, but
and
anyway.
then eventually, it went from when sitting the kids down to actually eating. He goes off. He's like, don't say that. You're spoiling their appetite. And I'm just like, lower your voice when you're talking to me.
And he sent you to jail for that?
No. So the next day is actually the day I actually went to jail.
Got
so
it.
I gets up from that day, he's already thinking I'm mad, and I'm not mad. But we're in the bed, and he's deliberately, you know, smoking, but I think he's doing it on purpose where the fumes are landing on the bed, and so I can feel like the air coming out the air mattress. And so I say, well, you know what? I might as well just get up and deflate them all. So I got a knife out the kitchen, and I went to go deflate one. And he was like, why would you do that? So he calls the police on me. And I'm like, I know where you're going with this, because he has called the police on me numerous of times. This is not the first time.
Wow. In
Like,
the 3 years, how many times do you think he's called the police on you?
I would say about maybe 10.
10 times.
Yeah.
10 times. Okay. This is a sad situation. So I want to go now to the cheating. When did you find out that he could have been cheating on you?
He's been cheating on me since day one that I met him with his kid's mother. One stayed, before I actually moved in with him, one of his kids' mother was just moving from that house.
Okay.
And he cheated with her. I ended up one day going to North Carolina. I had to go to North Carolina to take my mom her car back. And I was skeptical about leaving my car to let him use it because his car was down. So he takes my car to go see his kid's mother and tells me when I come back that he had sex in my car.
And how long into the relationship was this?
This is not even a year in.
This is not even a year in?
Yes.
And I just need to, just to be clear, how many women does he have children with?
4.
4 women. 4 women. Okay. Only reason I'm saying that is because if he's admitting to cheating with one, are you suspicious that maybe there could be others that he's cheating with? Or is it just this one?
Oh, well, going through his phone, yeah, there was other women than besides his kid's mother.
Kids' mothers, okay.
Yeah. Through it all, I still love him, but a part of me wants to depart, excuse me,
No, you're okay.
because I'm tired and I feel like he manipulates me. He blames me for things that is really him.
Yeah.
Like a narcissist. He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
And
Let me get some of these for you. Here you go, love.
and I don't like it. And then it's times where he tells his daughter to be disrespectful to me. And like I've been raising her for 3 years now. She is disrespectful to me. But you
How
know,
old is
she's 16.
16, okay.
But you know, me and her, we talked, and I tell her, you know, you're not supposed to do this. But when we have our fight, it's like he's okay with telling her to disrespect me. And I said, this is why she won't stop doing what she's doing, because you're making it, you tell her to say it.
Well, everyone, I think it's time to hear Kenny's side of the story. So everyone, let's welcome your boyfriend or fiance, boyfriend Kenny, to the show.
Say, Shorty, for real? You for real?
Yes,
You
I'm
for
for real.
So, first of all, let's get an understanding, right? So you could understand the whole true story about my baby mother, so we could get this out in the air now? Stop.
No.
Stop.
Okay.
Please. I was done with that relationship. That was been over with. I waited, just like I told her family, I waited for her to get her stuff and able to leave. I wasn't gonna drive 2.5 hours for no one. It was,
So,
the plan
I have a
was for me to be with my daughter.
First of all, welcome to the show, first of all. But
I appreciate
have a
you, my
question.
bad.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm glad that you were able to say your piece. This is what this is a place for you to be able to share your side as well. But I think the question I have is, I understand there was plans to be made, but how did those plans get intertwined with having sex with her?
What happened was I went out to my kid's birthday party. There was no sex. I said that to her because I was pissed off at her.
Right,
And it's
you
because of the
nitpick.
and it's
You
because
do a
stop.
delivery.
Stop.
Yeah, you do a
Stop.
delivery.
Stop.
You stop.
Stop. You
I'm not ready to keep
talk
telling
about
you stop. Because you don't want me to
about
tell
you.
the truth.
Listen,
That's
Shorty,
what it is.
Shorty, it's not
That's your
now
truth.
you want that we
But
gonna
I
keep
know
going
the
back.
truth.
We're gonna keep going back. You wanna keep going there. We're gonna put it there.
Okay,
just
we
like
go
just
there
like
because,
just like okay
like I said,
from
go
the
there.
cranberry sauce. That was Thanksgiving Day. That was Thanksgiving Day. You didn't get, wait, stop. You didn't get locked up to December 9th.
No, I didn't
You got locked up December 9th.
It was November 26th.
You got
this present.
No, wrong.
year.
I'm
wrong.
telling you, you're wrong.
No.
Because you want me to tell you what happened?
I have the papers.
You waited. Because I went to work for 2 days straight.
No,
you got mad over cranberry sauce. You held that in for 3 days.
Mad.
You held that in for 3 days.
Ask you a question. Because regardless of the date, you sent the woman you're dating to jail.
Yes,
over.
No, it wasn't over cranberry sauce. It's the point of principle. She got up, you picked up a knife. It's a difference.
Oh, I really,
my
I really
kids,
don't
them
threat-
kids,
I really was
them
gonna
kids.
cut you.
I don't care what anybody says.
I said it down
I
because
don't
I
care
knew
what you say.
I said things.
First of all, you
like I
threatened
said.
you walked up to my child. You
her
threatened my child.
because you
threatened
told her to be disrespectful. Yeah, and I had said it numerous of times.
First
that
of all, you want to
if
talk
she
about
keep
being
doing disrespectful to me, that I
can we
was
stop,
gonna hit her in
please?
the
Can we
mouth,
stop?
but I never had put my
So
hands on that child
I want this man's opinion.
Not one time.
I need this man's opinion because I feel like you want to be. You call it disrespectful, right? I feel child speaks of mine. Okay, I go to work, right? My child will be in the house. She would get up and stop what she's doing. Hey, how was work? How's your day? Speak, acknowledge an adult. As a child is supposed to, as we would grow up. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth now. Because as my mother taught me, when an adult walk in the house, a child's supposed to acknowledge that adult.
She don't always do that.
Please,
No, she
please
do
stop.
not.
Please stop. Please stop. Please
You stop.
You asked me to speak, and I'm going to speak. You
Well,
had your
speak.
turn.
I didn't ask you to speak. You supposed to be speaking your truth.
So then why are you talking to me?
Because I'm supposed to.
I'm not talking, but I'm talking. I'm speaking my. I'm speaking
How many
my
children are you
truth.
raising together? Because I hear your child that's 16. How many other children are you raising together?
Okay, there's 4.
4 of them.
So
together.
this is what the whole
3
situation
are
is.
yours. They're from a different relationship. 1 is yours.
Right.
Okay.
So
I
this
see
is the
clarity.
situation. I feel like this. Even when you're home, when your child wakes up in the morning, first thing the child's supposed to say is good morning, as my mama said. If an adult walks in the room and they say good morning to you, you're supposed to speak back. Am I right or wrong? So if I walk up to your child and I say good morning to your child, and your child looks at me like the devil, guess what I'm gonna do? Child. Because it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna. I feel like
And
this.
that's-
I
and
feel
that's
like
the
this.
Kenny we
I
see
feel like
most
this.
majority of
I
the
feel like
time.
this. If your child ignores me as an adult, why should I speak with your child if he's already ignored?
And if your child disrespect me, why shouldn't I say I'm going to hit her in her mouth, but I don't do it? But I'm telling her, you do not disrespect me.
When she speaks, you don't listen. There's a difference.
No,
You
people.
can't
Or
tell a
whatever
child
like that.
to calm
And what
down.
she been doing?
You
Write
can't
them
tell a
down on
child
a
she
piece
can't
of
speak.
paper.
First of all,
Write them down on a piece of paper.
While we're speaking about this, because I'm getting clarity, my producer is telling me right now that your daughter sent in a text, Kenny, that she wanted me to see. What does this text say?
Oh, wow, let's see, please.
Why can't y'all just be a normal couple without any problems? Y'all need to get a therapist or take some time and go somewhere with each other without us kids. Y'all already get stressed out with each other, and we're not helping when we're being loud and doing the most. Dad, can you just please apologize to them?
Now, me and my daughter.
So there's something interesting about this.
Yes.
There's something interesting. Your daughter in this message, because this is your daughter.
Yes.
Her last statement was, Dad, can you just please apologize?
Because at the end of the day, my daughter already knows me. I'm not a confrontational person until you put me there. Until you put me there. At the end of the day, like I say.
Can I correct that really quickly? Can I correct that? No one can put you there.
Right.
You have to be in control of your own behavior.
Okay. For instance, hold on. We're gonna bring it back on the situation so we can get an understanding of how Kiana is.
First of all,
please
let
stop.
me
Please
get this
Please.
together.
You asked me.
The reason why
Oh my God. See, this is why I'm done talking. I'm done talking to you, shorty. Leave it just like that. Leave it just like that.
Well, leave it like that.
Leave it. I'm done talking because at the end of the day, you don't know who I'm talking to. You wasn't in the truck with me.
Okay,
you can't
I
say
don't
that.
have to know, but I'm gonna
You
tell you.
can't say
Can I
that.
ask y'all something? Is this how y'all always talk to each other?
Yes.
Always. So are most of your arguments about your children?
It's about everything.
It's
I could go to my car. I could go to my car and sit there and watch a football game.
I give you boundaries.
I have to stop.
Kenny,
I have to. Listen, I go to my car.
I asked her a question. I'm asking you the same question. With this being said, with this being the communication, why is this relationships? Why do you want to salvage this?
Actually,
and speak your truth.
I can speak the truth. I love this woman. everything she asked me to do in my past, I left behind.
It seems like the real issue is not unlocking this phone. So
First of all-
I'm gonna ask you both a question. Do you believe you deserve peace?
Yes,
Do you believe you deserve
Yes,
peace?
I always.
You do believe you deserve peace?
Yes.
Do you believe you're in a peaceful relationship?
No.
No.
I'm never, when I say I'm never home,
I'm
I'm never home.
gonna stop right there. I asked you a simple question. Do you deserve peace? And then I asked you if you're in a peaceful relationship. If the answers don't match, then I'm gonna ask you now, why are y'all staying in this?
Right.
Because unlocking the phone is not going to fix anything in this relationship.
I agree.
At the end of the day, acting like children when you're trying to raise children together is the most toxic thing you can do.
Yes, I agree.
I agree with that.
And unfortunately, what gets me is that you're both unhappy, which is trickling down to these children that are now being treated unfairly in some ways by each of you. And so now, because you're unhappy, because you know you deserve peace and you don't have a peaceful house, it's just blowing up for everybody.
Right. Exactly.
And now these kids are in the middle texting and saying, can y'all please just get away from us? Your daughter's text said, can y'all go away and leave us alone? Yeah. That's what your daughter's text said.
I know. And I would believe it or not, when she sent, where I was that night is, I was at my best friend's house because it was an argument it was going to be an argument. So me.
You left.
And I stayed gone.
I get
just
it.
so, and I told my daughter, like, yo, listen. And I've been explaining to my daughter, I said, yo, just so I don't have to argue with her, I don't be home. So she was like, yo, I already know, Dad, just keep going to your best friend's house. If you feel like you're going to be arguing, go with your best friend house. Go to your best friend house. She said, if that's going to keep everything calm in the house, stay there.
I get it. But again, going in that cycle I'm talking about, you keep ending up triggering her when you walk away because now it triggers the fact that she had no information about who are you messing with, you're cheating with. You told her, you just said out of your own mouth, I told her deliberately that I was cheating with my ex because I wanted to hurt her. I deliberately know how to hurt somebody. Those are your exact words.
Oh, yeah, and I tell her that in her
So
face.
I want you to imagine now, if you know you're doing that and she's aware of that behavior and you're now leaving the house, what do you expect her to?
First of all, for me, like I said, if you want me home, I don't mind being home. But I'm not going to be home when I know there's not nothing worth being there for. And I'm just going to be honest.
Let's hear that. Did you just hear that? No,
Yeah.
Let's not defend it. Because part of what happens in your relationship is you're both defending your hurt feelings. And the worst thing in communication is defending hurt feelings. You're hurt, so every time he says something, you're going to defend it. Every time she says something, you start defending it. This is why the whole time you're like, hey, stop, be quiet, hold down. That's you defending your hurt feelings. That's what that was. And it's not a healthy way of communication. But what he just said is there is nothing worth coming home for. So I need you to sit in that and process it.
Thank you.
Because what you're about to do is defend something, and I need you just to hear the words. We already seen the actions.
You know what? I know what really needs to be done, and I'm going to do just that.
What is it?
I'm going to leave this relationship.
Thank you. I agree. And you know what? I can say, you know what, Dave? That's the best agreement that we ever had.
And you're happy about it?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. I think you're two people who are not right for each other, that have been trying to figure out how to make it work because you blended your families too quickly, and you shouldn't have. And I'm glad that at least you can walk off the stage a little bit better than you were when you came on.
Thank you.
You hear me? I wish y'all the best of luck. I got honest with you, and I wish them kids the best of luck.